Some of you asked for a part 2, so here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Fatherhood forever. More power. Kingmakers and super dads. Sons need their fathers. What do fathers need? And I'll tell you what we might need. We might need some negativity. How so? Well, let's think about this one. This one's called POLEMICS, the war of words. There's a real war going on just outside my door, and here I am in a war of words, engaged in a fight to be numbered amongst a multitude of nerds, the bigots and the bias and the pious and the frauds and the ones who are always right. If I take my stance on the left instead, will I make it through the night? See, we find ourselves sometimes engaged in a war of words, petty arguments. And the tendency is to try to win the argument. Why? Because we want to be accepted. We want to be approved. We want to be agreed with. We want to join that club. The club of the person who's critical. The club of the person who's putting us down. We want to be approved. And that's understandable. But perhaps there's another way of dealing with that negativity. Perhaps there's a way we can convert that negativity into something constructive. So, the analogy of the waves, the big rough waves we find at sea. For many of us, those waves represent a negative force. We see that the weather says choppy seas and we stay at home. The surfer, however, is waiting for those waves. Those waves give him or her the opportunity to fly, to sail. And so, it's a good idea to be able to convert negativity into forward motion. Right, so what about sons and fathers? Well, there are those fathers who can be negative, and there are those sons who can be negative. What we need is balance. You see, your critics, those who will engage you in petty arguments, are pushing you. They'll push and push and push and push and criticize and push, and why haven't you done this and why don't you do that, and how come you're not good at that, and why didn't you do that? And that pushing can be converted, as we say, into forward motion if you know how. But we also need the pull. The pull is what you get from a good father or a good son. The good father will hold the hand of the son and say, follow me. I've got you. Let's go this way. But sons, if you find yourself with a negative father, surf the wave. Fathers, if you find yourself with a negative son, surf the wave. Turn the negativity into positivity. So there you go. Part 2. Thanks again. Kingmakers, super dads, kings, princes. Thanks for liking and sharing and commenting and donating. And as usual, subscribers get the free house music premix, Speakology, spoken word, MP3 download. Do it today. Do it now. Fatherhood for life.